Salut l'équipe, vidéo assez cool aujourd'hui grâce à Square Enix et Final Fantasy XIV Online. J'ai eu la chance de pouvoir interviewer Masayoshi Soken à nouveau. Il était déjà venu au studio, hein, la vidéo est sur YouTube. Et également une autre légende, et quelle légende, Tom Morello, bien entendu guitariste entre autres de Rage Against the Machine et de Audioslave, dont je suis très très fan. Donc une régalade. Il devait y avoir aussi Caleb Shomo du groupe Baretooth, mais hélas, il n'était pas là. Mais ce n'est pas grave, c'était déjà incroyable d'avoir ces deux-là pendant une vingtaine de minutes. Tout ceci à l'occasion, bien entendu, de la sortie de Everything Burns, une piste justement composée et produite par Tom Morello et Baretooth, avec Caleb Shomo au chant. Cette track est sortie à l'occasion de la nouvelle mage de Final Fantasy XIV Online, bien entendu, et sera jouée pendant la bataille finale des raids de l'Arcadion, donc extraordinaire. Écoutez, très content, on rajoute encore un nom de prestige à la chaîne en interview. Comme dit, c'est arrivé dans mon rush où je faisais 10 000 trucs, on n'avait que 20 minutes, c'était très timé, et en plus j'avais préparé des questions aussi qui impliquaient Caleb, donc ça a été, il a fallu un petit peu naviguer en direct. On avait Koji Fox également, la légende, qui faisait la traduction traduction vraiment pixel des propos de Masayoshi Soken, mais il a même lui-même demandé à ce qu'on le cut, comme ça c'est plus fluide, et on a sous-titré directement les propos de Soken-san. Bref, bien profitez, et merci, et bonne fête. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, Tom and Soken-san. Again, great honor. Again, yeah. I will start with, you probably answered that question to everyone, but I think that's a good starter point. So that's quite the unexpected collab between you guys, considering how much I know that Soken-san is a fan of Rage Against the Machine, among other bands, rock bands. How did it come to be? And I think it started with a mutual buddy of yours, right?
Yeah, so I just heard, this is almost a year ago, that there was interest from Final Fantasy XIV to do a collaboration for reasons that none of us can exactly pinpoint. At the time, I was working with metal super producer Tyler Smith, a record of my own, and he's childhood friends with Caleb from Baretooth. So I had some riffs. Tyler had some production ideas. We called up Caleb at 9 a.m., said, "What are you doing? Can you work on a song with me right now?" And fortunately, he had the day free. And honestly, a few hours later, he had crafted the bones of the lyrics and melody that would become Everything Burns. I was so impressed with, his ability to turn it around so quickly, but that while Baretooth is maybe more of an introspective band, he was able to channel his Rage Against the Machine fandom and to make a song that fits very well. It harmonizes with my political catalog as well as my sonic catalog. A song, Everything Burns, that both reflects our times in 2025 and serves as a warning to the ruling class in a way, so that we made this song that we were really proud of, sent it off. We heard that there was positive response, but then it was almost a year before it is manifesting now this December.
ジェイソン・チャールズ・ミラーの紹介で、トムさんと知り合うことができて、音楽を、いただくことができたんですけども、やっぱりこの1年かかった理由っていうのが、素晴らしい楽曲だからこそ、それからもちろんトムさんとケイリブさんがすごい短時間で作ったとはいえ、ものすごい情熱をそこに突っ込んでくれたっていうこともあって、おいそれとその場当たりでゲームに実装ってすることは全く考えてなく、ファイナルファンタジー14っていうのはゲームエクスペリエンスと音楽が密接に絡んでるっていうゲームなので、この曲を大事に実装しようという気持ちが働いて、気がついたら1年経ってしまいましたが、めちゃくちゃいいところでこの音楽を実装することができたんで、楽しみにしてください。
Alrighty. Well, maybe Soken-san can bounce on that, but I have a question for Tom about video game music in general. I don't know how familiar you are with the whole scene. A very interesting scene that went from optimizing a limited number of channels on primitive sound chips back in the 80s, now full-on instruments, orchestras, interactive music using music stems, coding, deeper implication from musicians and audio guys. is that a scene that would interest you, working on something so different than just composing, performing, and touring?
Yeah, it's a scene that I know. I'm not going to pretend that I know much about. That I've been introduced to with the compositional genius of Soken-san, and having begun the taking some steps into the world of Final Fantasy XIV, have listened to a lot of his music and been very, very impressed with something that Final Fantasy XIV players know already, but just the sort of the depth, the breadth, the nuance, the care that goes into the musical curation. It's like, the same level of depth of creativity that would go into an Oscar-winning film. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really, really impressive. For me, I've never written music for a particular thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not writing songs to be in a video game. Like, I think in order for me to be my best, most potent artistic self, I have to write songs that please me, songs that rock me, songs that have a feeling and an authenticity and a lyrical content that I believe in. That's a subset of criteria that doesn't have anything to do with a particular movie or a particular video game. The reason why someone would call me up for a video game is because they've connected with that kind of music, that authentic music that I've made in the past. For me, the challenge when something like this comes up is to make a song that I deeply believe in, and then to hope that it is able to find a home in the exciting world of something like Final Fantasy XIV.
と言われたらもう今日本は深夜だけど寝れなくなっちゃうよ。
So, Ken-san, you had the honor of working already with Sam Carter from Architects back then. Now you have Tom Morello and Baretooth track on Final Fantasy XIV, and that maybe that will go for Tom too. Do you have some dream collabs, dream artists you would like to? What's next? I mean,
いや、僕はずっとできないと思ってコラボレーション、こういう質問よくコラボレーション誰としたいですかっつって、トム・モレロさんですってバカのふりして言ってて、もうできちゃったからもうない。
All
で
right.
もファイナルファンタジー14はやっぱり最適な音楽を最適なコンテンツで、投入してゲームエクスペリエンスを向上させるっていうところにやっぱすごく大事にしてるポイントなんで、もし皆さんが何かこうコンテンツに対してやっぱこれが合うんじゃないかっていうのはこれからも能動的にやろうとは思いますけど、でもね、トモさん超えれるなんて今のところ無理だと思うよ。
Awesome. Maybe Daft Punk will reunite for Final Fantasy XIV Online, who knows? Since I got such music legends with me, I thought I would tackle some music subjects, so to speak, as well. One of the big subjects, and I'm sure a lot of people are talking to you about it in the industry, is AI. It's become a big issue in a lot of our artistic fields. Music has recently become a huge victim of it, with AI music polluting streaming platforms, even being curated, featured, going to the top of the charts. Some new big, huge distributors and labels have already announced that they are going to have paid service that will allow to create and use pick from huge libraries of AI content. So in an industry that was already rough on starving artists, what do you make of all this? And do you see a positive outcome for musicians?
Well, first of all, there's that phrase, it's like the toothpaste is already out of the tube, and it's going to be, you're not going to be able to put it back. And I was talking with Caleb from Baretooth the other day. I'm aware of AI music, it being at the top of the charts, et cetera, but he informed me that there are some bands that he knows that use AI in their own compositions. And this was a huge surprise to me. They'll write a song and they'll just tell AI to suggest 10 different melodies or 10 different sets of lyrics for it. Artists that are real human being artists relying on it to that degree. It was very, very shocking to me. And on the one hand, it's a tool, but on the other hand, I just can't imagine. It feels to me like there's something deep in the reptilian brain of human beings, in the DNA, that responds to the connection that we have with other people who make music. I think only time and sociological study will tell how that connection is severed or becomes different in future generations that grow up on music that was not created by their peers, but was created by, chips, etc. I think that the future is very, very much unknown in that regard. In the short term, the only power and tools I have to combat it is to continue to write great songs, play great shows, to be my best analog self in a world that might be shifting in a more digital direction.
AI っていうのは、そもそもで人間が作ったデータを、模倣して、それっぽく仕上げるっていうのの天才ではあるとは思います。だけど、想像するっていうことができないんですよ、AI は。だから、模倣される以上の人間のスペックとしてのその想像、これを、俺たちはずっと続けていけば、AI なんか一生懸命素晴らしいテクノロジーは素晴らしいので、AI が進化していくこと自体は別に悪いことではないと思うけど、俺らはクリエイターだから想像をして AI よりも先に行くっていうことを意識すれば、意識しなくても多分人間はそうしてるはずだから、俺は何も気にならないね。
All right, thank you. We were talking about humans over AI. You all have a very personal and engaged way about your music. We know that Soken-san is very close to his community, went through the Final Fantasy XIV music, even during rough health issues, and as a connection with the community. Tom, you've been heavily vocal about political, ethical issues in and out of your music. And Caleb, who's not here, but his music carries a whole testament to his evolution as a person and overcoming mental issues. So basically, we talked about AI and like robot music, so to speak, just reproducing humans. How important and meaningful is it for you guys, especially Tom, of course, to communicate on matters that transcend music? Like, is it as important as the fun and musicality itself? Do you think, even in that particular time period, that artists should be more outspoken about messages, just more than the music?
I would say that I would not limit it to, say, artists, like as a job. I think that no one, no matter what their vocation, should leave behind who they are in what they do. And you do find a lot of self-censorship, especially in the United States, where there can be a high price to pay for disagreeing with the current administration, etc. So for me, it's not like I'm not waiting for a bunch of artists to start making political songs, because art is only impactful when it's authentic. But if you do have opinions about the world, about injustice, and you censor yourself, you're doing yourself and our times a great disservice. But don't make a political song because Tom Morello tells you to. If your heart tells you to, and you're afraid to do it, then you're perhaps not being the fullest human being that you can be. But I would say that I think it's unfair to like point the finger just at artists. I think that whether you are an interviewer on a podcast, or whether you are a student, or whether you are a carpenter or whatever, don't leave behind who you are and what you believe in what you do would be the message that I would try to put across.
僕はやっぱりゲームクリエイターだから、ゲーム体験を通して、そのファイナルファンタジー14というゲームを通してね、その心をどう揺さぶるかっていうところにポイントを置いて音楽を作ってるんで、人が人とあるべき、つまりゲームをして笑ったり泣いたりするその素直な感情っていうところ、そこら辺を伝えられたら嬉しいなと思っていつも仕事してます。ゲームって面白いことに、こういった感情っていうのを言葉の壁もなく、国の壁もなく、人種の壁もなく、性別の壁もなく伝えることができるから、これが素晴らしいんだと思うんです。だから僕はそれをより心を動かす、させるための音楽っていうことを。
All right, thank you. Very nice message. Well, have you guys met? And is there anything met in real life? Is there anything planned? So maybe for a festival or something to have, of course, this new track being played live with all of you on a stage?
We haven't met in person, but I just have to take this opportunity to say what a joy it has been to be doing these interviews with Soken-san, and his effervescent spirit and his love of rock and roll really comes through, and I look forward to meeting in person, hopefully sometime soon.
そう山々なんだけど会ったらなんか死んじゃいそうでなんかもうちょっと怖いけどでもやっぱ会いたいみたいなぐるぐるしてます立てたら嬉しいね、うん、
Just go for it. Soken-san, go for it. All right, thank you very much. It's been an honor to talk to you legends.
Happy holidays. It's been great talking with you guys.
Yeah. Voilà donc pour cette interview un peu exceptionnelle donc avec Masayoshi Soken et Tom Morello. Assez fou finalement. On a fait ce qu'on a pu, hein, comme dit. C'était après le tournoi de TFT. Paf, je suis arrivé en panique. J'avais préparé quelques trucs, mais bon voilà, le flow était bon et l'ambiance était bonne. Ils ont bien joué le jeu. Et puis bon voilà, c'était rigolo de poser une ou deux questions qui sortaient un petit peu de juste Rage Against the Machine ou Audioslave ou Final Fantasy XIV, même si on en a un petit peu parlé. Bonne fête, je pense que cette vidéo va sortir en pleine période de fête. Et on se tient au jus, l'année 2026 sera un peu folle, comme d'hab j'ai envie de dire, avec notamment Speedon 6 et plein d'autres surprises. Salut, à plus. Everything.